Hi everyone, this is our final presentation. For our project, we worked with my cousin Allie. Allie is a 13-year-old girl entering 8th grade this coming fall. Allie is one of the middle children in her family of 6. Her older sister will be a junior in high school, her younger brother will be entering 7th grade, and her younger sister will be in 4th grade. Allie lives with her siblings and 2 parents, who are both police officers, in a neighborhood near the school she and her siblings attend in Chicago. Allie enjoys all aspects of school and the associated extracurriculars, such as student government. Outside of school, Allie enjoys being physically active and spending time with her friends and family. She is also an avid volleyball and basketball player. She has many friends and enjoys hanging out with them at different sporting events, riding bikes around the neighborhood and community, and going out to restaurants. Allie also enjoys spending free time reading and engaging in creative activities, such as jewelry making and drawing. The first occupation-based model we used was the model of human occupation. Moho emphasizes a person's experience and recognizes how the factors of volition, habituation, performance capacity, and environment contribute to occupational participation and engagement. Through a combination of parent interviews, self-report assessments, and observations, the Moho framework helped us understand where Allie's motivation resides and how that impacts her current occupational participation and performance. Allie seems to be very motivated to participate in desired activities, such as sports and school. However, she is less motivated to engage in IADLs, which are becoming more important as she gets older and gains more responsibility. Moho was also helpful in understanding the lack of motivation regarding IADLs and to possibly find a source of motivation to facilitate engagement in these essential tasks. Additionally, Moho provided insight into Allie's personal causation. Allie is an individual that wants to excel in all areas and will possibly avoid something if she doesn't feel capable. In knowing how capable Allie feels to master a given task, we were able to better understand avoidance or resistance. The ecology of human performance model is an additional model that would be beneficial while working with Allie and her family. The EHP practice model is based on the relationship between the person, context, and tasks, otherwise known as the person, context, task transaction. Using the EHP framework, we were able to evaluate Allie's performance, given her skills and abilities, through the lens of contextual information, such as her personal experiences, perceptions, and cultural considerations. Using this contextual lens allowed us to accurately estimate Allie's performance range while considering the environmental factors that support or hinder her occupational performance. As the middle child in a family of 2 police officers and 3 siblings living in the city of Chicago, there are an abundance of contextual factors that affect Allie's everyday performance. We used the family routines exploration and description as a reference for our interview. The thread helped us guide our questions to develop a complete and in-depth understanding of Allie's daily life within the context of her family's life. What stood out to us was how many activities she is involved in individually as well as with her family. Her mother stated how proud of Allie she is, giving her willingness to take on hefty responsibilities and help others. The interview also allowed us to see what values are important to Allie's family and how that impacts their life. For example, we learned that religion is very important to the family, which increases Allie's participation in worship events. We also learned that participation in family events are important to all household members. These events include game night, themed dinner parties, or going on family walks. All of these values impact how Allie and her family live out their daily life together. From the interview, we were able to piece together Annie's daily routine and determine the primary concern from her mom's perspective, which include being more assertive and outgoing with friends to increase initiation of social activities, taking initiative on IADLs such as tidying up, and her parents would also like to see her think more positively about herself and increase her confidence. We use the Strengths and Difficulties questionnaire to further screen Allie. The SDQ is a 25-item self-report measure that screens for positive and negative psychological attributes in children. Each of the 25 test items is linked to one of 5 subscales: emotional symptoms, conduct problems, hyperactivity/inattention, peer relationship problems, and pro-social behavior. From the parent and youth report portions of the SDQ, we found that Allie's mother's understanding of Allie differs a little bit from Allie's understanding of herself, which was expected. Allie seems to be more critical of herself, reporting that she has experienced difficulties in emotions and concentration that moderately affect her home life, while her mom only touched on this as a minor issue. Additionally, the screening led us to believe that Allie has similar goals in regard to social participation. She desires to participate in more social events, but it can be difficult with her schedule and her family's schedule. The assessment we have chosen to use is the Adolescent Leisure Interest Profile. The ALIP is a self-report measure that lists 83 age-appropriate leisure activities for the client to rate their interest and engagement. Based on the ALIP, the area that Allie was most interested in was relaxation. These are also the activities she participates in most. The area she scored the second highest for interest was socializing activities. The activities that were of least interest to her on the assessment were intellectual activities. This information was very helpful in formulating goals, which include increasing social participation, increasing IADL participation, and improving self-esteem. First, in knowing the activities Allie prefers, we could help her come up with ideas for when asking friends to hang out. The ALIP also gave us insight to what was motivating for Allie so that we could facilitate participation in undesired activities through reinforcement strategies. Lastly, the ALIP gave us an idea of how capable Allie feels when engaging in different leisure activities and how that correlates to her participation or lack thereof. We can use this information to inform our intervention around activities that make her feel capable and confident, thus increasing her self-esteem. We talked with Allie and made a collaborative decision to observe her making a friendship bracelet. She spoke about her interest in creative activities. We thought bracelet making was the perfect combination of a desired occupation and an occupation that will provide insight into cognitive and motor strengths and deficits. Additionally, bracelet making can be tedious and frustrating, as it requires repetitive use of fine motor skills and intense concentration. Since Allie noted personal difficulties with emotion and concentration at home, it was beneficial for us to see how she was able to concentrate on the task and manage frustration. Allie began the task by looking up a YouTube video to refer to while making her bracelet. She selected colors to use and began the process. She was in a brightly lit and quiet environment to complete the task. She demonstrated great fine motor skills and gross motor abilities while measuring and cutting the string. Organizational skills were demonstrated by Allie in her ability to return the roll of string to its proper location. Additionally, she sustained concentration and attended to the task throughout the duration of the observation. She demonstrated her ability to be resourceful by using her filled water bottle as a stabilizer for making her bracelet. Allie was able to problem solve throughout the task, attending to areas of confusion with patience and focus. Allie was able to monitor her attentional skills and switch between watching the video and making the bracelet, demonstrating regulation and control of attentional processes. Allie was able to sequence and follow complex steps from the YouTube video to make the bracelet. She demonstrated her attention to detail in recognizing errors and knowing how to correct them and taking the steps necessary to fix the error without exhibiting frustration or defeat. Though bracelet making can be tedious and time-consuming, it seemed therapeutic for Allie to teach herself a task and accomplish it independently. This observation provided us tremendous insight into Allie's client factors and performance skills through the means of a functional, age-appropriate, desired task. As highlighted on the slide, this task allowed Allie's strengths to shine through. If we had another opportunity to observe, we would ask her to perform something that she can do but experiences difficulty with to get an even better picture of her problem-solving abilities and address the emotional concerns she indicated on the SDQ. The first long-term goal we created for Allie is Allie will independently wash dishes and dry the dishes at least 3 times per week within 6 months. A short-term goal contributing to this is Allie will independently wash the dishes after dinner while a family member dries 1 time per week within 1 month. Our second long-term goal for Allie was Allie will independently initiate a text conversation with at least one friend once a month to increase social interaction within 6 months. A short-term goal to contribute to this is Allie will independently initiate a text conversation with at least one friend every 3 weeks to increase social interaction for 3 months. Our last long-term goal for Allie is Allie will independently recite 5 self-affirmations out loud at least once every day within 6 months. A short-term goal to contribute to this is Allie will create 5 positive self-affirmations with assistance from the OT and place them on her bathroom mirror within 1 week. Here are our references. Thank you.